When I was 15, I thought I was the coldest person on this planet, right? And a lot of 15, 16-year-olds, young people, think that. They think that they're the coldest motherfuckers. Motherfuckers, when you're 15, you think if you're out in the streets like that, you think you're Scarface. You're not. I thought I was cool as fuck. So I'm from, like I said before, Northwest Indiana. I'm from the Midwest, close to Chicago. Music, drill music, is a huge inspiration on the youth in the area. So I thought, I'm 15. I thought I needed guns and this and that. I got watches and money. I'm trying to sell weed and it was. So I was 15. It was 2013 when I was 15. I'm 27 now. So I'm getting little shit. Nowadays they got switches and Glocks and big shit. Back then, in them days, you couldn't get nothing like that. When I was 15, you was cold as hell if you had a 380. If you had a 380, you was cold. You got a little 380 on you with the little mag. I think it's like 9 shots. Fucking, you was cold. The biggest gun I think that I had when I was that age, I think was a Smith & Wesson SD40. And everybody was like, damn, okay, I got a code. It was the two-tone. So, at this point in time, I'm hanging around older people. I'm listening to Chief Keef and the drill music and even the shit that came out before Chief Keef. I'm listening to Young Scooter, Young Dolph. I'm listening to Waka Flocka, Gucci. I'm from that era, man. I was born in 97. I grew up in the early 2000s. So, I'm hanging out with the older dudes. There was this older guy, specifically, that I used to, fuck with heavy. He was, maybe, 7, 8 years older than me. And he had his homies that he ran around with. But they were in the era of, the Fallen Star era. The F with the star in it. I think it was, Travis Barker, the logo. The F. They wore shit like that. Got that shit tatted on them. And nautical stars and, stuff like that. They was into that. But they was about that life. But they was more fighters. They wasn't really in the era of guns. But I was being brought up in the era of guns and gangbanging. And, when the shit hit the mainstream. So, I was trying to make some money. I was always out the house. My mom always, Kane, you're always coming home late. You ain't never here. And I'm worried about you and school and this and that. And I'm always in the streets. So I'm with them. Well, they put me on. They're so back then, there was K2. At first, you could buy it at gas stations. K2, Spice, Flocka, whatever you want to call it. They used to call it legal. You could buy it at the gas stations at the time. And they would. My stepbrother, he used to buy it at the gas stations. And that's why they called it legal. Well, then they ended up taking it out the gas stations. Then people started making it. So they started making it. The people that I was fucking with, they took it out the gas stations. We still got to hustle. We still got to make some money. Boom. They're shipping the chemical from a foreign country on a foreign website off the dark web, shit like that. Getting I think it's called Damiano leaves or something. Put it in a pan, spray it down, bake it, all this shit. Bagging up pounds and pounds. I'm 15. They put me on, hey man, if you can make this shit move, we're going to get some more. So I did. Yeah, man, I got this. I'm 15 years old. I'm the only one rocking a pole on me. They don't even know it. They're about bumping. But I know shit can get hectic. So I got a pole on me. I'm selling. I'm doing whatever. They're putting me on. I go flip it. Go get some more. They're like, damn, I'm 15. They're like, damn, he's making shit move. And I didn't have a license or nothing. They're driving me around. I go sell, get some money, have a stack of money, peel off the top. Here, bro. All right, re-up. Boom. That's how we was doing it. One day they hit me up because I was a soldier. They was all older than me. They was in their 20s or whatever. They was still young, but they was older than me. But they would pick me up because I was a soldier. They would be like, all right, we're going to make this move. We need you with us. So one day we went out of town. It was maybe like 30 miles away, kind of like a big city, kind of a small, probably like a population of 70,000, something like that. We get there, I'm in the back seat. So it was like almost like a Volkswagen. It was like an SUV car type of, I don't know how to explain it. It was, you got the front seats and then you got the back seats, and it's like long with the big trunk with the hatch in the back. I'm sitting in the back seat, I'm chilling, I got my hoodie up, got my polo on me. And bro's driving. The one that I used to fuck with heavy, he's in the passenger seat. He's giving directions. Oh, yeah, all right, we're going here, we're going to sell this shit. Whole time I didn't know until we got there. He was like, we're just going to rip them off. There's some hoes. We're going to rip them off. So I'm listening, and I'm like, what you mean? I sit up. I'm like, what do you mean? We're going to rip them off? I'm like, so what? We ain't got enough to sell them? He was like, we do, but they're hoes. Like, we're not going to. So get this right here. Boom, boom, boom. They're setting the whole thing up. Subway bag. Put the shit in it. The shit. I think it was like grass or something. So we're driving. I don't know where I'm at. I've never been in this area in my life. We're driving. I'm in the back seat, and I'm thinking, man, shit might go wrong. And I'm only 15. They're older than me, and they're thinking the shit's cool. They're just driving and shit. And I'm like, all right, so I got to be the one to take care of business if something goes wrong. Because this shit just don't feel right. In my heart, in my gut, I don't feel something is right. We never did anything like this before. Like, usually we sell, we go flip, we re-up, we do other shit. And I trusted this guy, the dude that was in the passenger seat, because I used to do shit for him, like steal hubcaps and nice ass like Bluetooth radios and shit. Bring it back to him. He'd peel off the boom, boom, boom. Young as hell, he's giving me hundreds. You know, so I trusted him, but at the same time, I didn't trust my gut instinct. I was like, something ain't right. Why are we ripping this dude off? We get to the spot. We're sitting out there forever. We're sitting outside. Dude's sitting here like this, just chilling. Dude's in the passenger seat. We got somebody right here. To this day, I don't even know who the fuck he was. He ended up being a hoe, even after he was talking all that gangster shit. And I'm behind the driver's seat. I'm sitting back there. I got my hood up. Got my polo on me. I'm sitting there just like this. And I'm just like looking around. And there was like, dude in the passenger seat, my big homie, he's looking, he's like, all right, he's coming out. They're coming out. Give me that. Subway bag full of grass or whatever. Wrap it up, make it look decent. To make it look, because where I'm from, like, you put it in food bags and shit. This is before DoorDash. This is before Uber Eats. This is before everything. It looked like you just giving them food, like, all right, you know. So he goes and he hands him the Subway bag. He grabs it and he's like, all right, they're coming. Like, hey, what's up, bro? You good? Here. Hands him the Subway bag. Hands them a stack of money. Hands us a stack of money. Boom. Big ass wad. Hands it to him. And all of a sudden, instead of like playing it cool and just like driving off a little bit and make it seem like it was a decent transaction, the driver was like, boom, like made it noticeable that it was a fucked up transaction, that it was a ripoff. But there was something wrong with the car. There was like a transmission problem. So instead of the car going off like boom, it was like boom, 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 and started like jerking. And I'm in the back seat. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on? I'm looking around, and then we almost crashed. And then you heard yelling behind us. The people that we handed the Subway bag to, hey man, woo, this and that. All of a sudden, you hear bah, 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 like that. And I don't know what's going on. Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. I start ducking. I'm the dude that's sitting next to me, I don't know this dude from nothing. So I don't know him from Adam and Eve. I'm like this in his lap damn near, and he's high as hell, and he's ducking, he's like this. I'm like, what the fuck? And I hear the glass behind us. It's like a hatch, like a window. Big window. And And I'm ducking. I'm like, oh, shit. And I look up like this. And I see like there's like, it's spider web. Like you can't even see out of it. So then all of a sudden in my mind, I'm thinking like, it's wartime. So I'm ducked down like this. I'm like this. Grab my shit. Turn around out the back seat. Out the back seat. It was like, it didn't have headrests or nothing. It was like a flat seat. And then you got the long, big trunk. And you got the window back there. Big window. So, and it's all spider web. And I put my arm like this over the seat. And I'm boom, 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 boom. Empty the whole mag on them. Boom, 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 boom. And I see people run, like, before that happened, they was running towards the car. And then I saw headlights, like they started up to follow us. But once I started dumping out the back, out the window, boom, boom. I don't even know what I'm aiming at, bro. Boom, boom, boom. The glass, it was spiderweb at first, completely shattered. I shot the whole window out. Boom, 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 boom. The fucking headlights, they veered off like on the side of the road, like hit the curb, parked. People started running away. Because at first they was running towards us. And the car seemed like it was coming towards us. But the car like, and everybody that was running towards us started running back. And everybody in the car with us was like, what the fuck? Everybody's ducking. They're like, whoa. And finally we get away. Pushing through traffic. Bro in the fucking passenger seat, he turns around. What the fuck was that? Kane, what you got? Hey, man. I dropped the mag out. I looked at it. No bullets left. I said, I had a dub on him. They was like, bro, get back to the spot. Everybody's freaking out. We get back to the spot. Finally, after the shock and the panic was over, there was like, where did that come? We didn't even know. You had a pole on you? Back then, we didn't call them poles. We just call them pistols, call them guns, whatever. But it was just like, damn, bro, what the fuck happened? Ever since then, they never took me with them again. But then I realized I put myself in a fucked up situation because I got these people that think they're gangster and they be bumping and they do this and that. And they could fight. They could. But they put me in a situation to where what if I didn't have that? What if I got popped in the back of my head? I'm 15. I can't go home to dinner to my mom now. She's, you know, and it was a bad situation. And what I did was fucked up. But what the people did was fucked up. What we all did was fucked up. But at the same time, y'all put me in this situation thinking that it was just going to be a smooth criminal type of, we're just going to pull off on these people. You're not even considering the fact they may have guns. How come I'm the youngest, but I'm the one that's thinking that? So I never rode with them again. They didn't want me to ride with them. They thought I was too out there. But the whole time I was on survival mode. I wouldn't, bro, we're doing some shit like this. It can go left fast, you know? So that was a life learning situation. Shout out to them though. They was cool as hell. I fuck with them, but I fuck with them from a distance. I got my own thing going on now. Been through too much to even deal with anything like that. But yeah, that was a crazy moment in my life. That was the first time I got shot at. But I clapped back. But I ain't naive enough to be putting myself in that type of situation again. But shout out to y'all.